gonna go over well. Why were we going so slow?
Huh?
I said, why was it picking up so slow?
I don't know. Hey, today's my birthday. I turn really old. This is the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. This is Cracker. And today, for my birthday, we're going to review my favorite film of all time.
Howard the Duck.
No, fuck you, dude. Langoliers, dude. Langoliers, the Stephen King. He wrote a book.
The Langoliers is
Was this a book or a roll of toilet paper? What did he write?
I never read the short story. It's a short story in 4 Past Midnight, which is a book of a collection of 4 short stories. I haven't read it, but...
And you own everything he ever wrote.
He's got like 2 million books. I can't fucking read them all.
But you have a collection.
I do. I have all of his works.
So you're a big connoisseur, and this is like still...
This is a shitty fucking movie. Spoilers, I hate this fucking film.
So it came out in 1995. I saw it on the TV. I don't even know if it went into theaters. And it was one of those movies
made for TV.
Like, they're like, and action. And you're just like, what? The weirdest fucking movie ever. This was like perplexing as fuck. So, directed by...
Tom Holland.
Starring?
Well, here's the first thing. First thing was first. Finally, it's a Stephen King miniseries. It's not. This delay is really throwing me off.
Yeah.
Anyways, Tom Holland directed this.
That is really slow. I know. Wow.
Tom Holland directed Child's Play and Fright Night, and he went to go on to direct Thinner. Good horror films. This delay is fucking weird.
Stop paying attention to the delay. They got the people.
Okay, I'll just look this way. Tom Holland directed those good films.
Yes.
And then he directed this piece of shit. At least it wasn't Mick Garris. Mick Garris always directs the Stephen King miniseries. But, God, fuck this movie. I don't even want to talk about it. But it also stars Dean Stockwell. Mm-hmm. Great actor.
Yes.
David Morse.
David Morse is a really
great actor. Bronson Pinchot. Entertaining actor. I loved him in Perfect Strangers and then also in True Romance.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yeah. He was likable in True Romance.
And like every Stephen King movie, Stephen has a little cameo.
Yeah, and then a bunch of fucking nobody. The black guy was. Do you remember his name?
No, I don't know. I'm not gonna look on it. But the black guy is the orderly in the Hannibal Lecter films.
Yeah.
That's it.
The synopsis. Bunch of assholes are on an airplane. They fly through a thingamajig. And then they land at an airport because they're on fuel or some shit, and nobody's there.
Well, everybody on the plane has disappeared too.
Yeah, and so so they're like, it's a what's going on kind of wandering around, going, what's happening? Where is everybody? Kind of deal.
For 3 hours.
Fucking out. And then, fuck me, it turns out, spoilers, whoever was asleep at the time ended up, so like in this, like, Ultraverse?
I don't fucking know,
in this Ultraverse, like these metal Pac-Man looking things go chomp, chomp, chomp. They come in and gobble up the past.
Those are the Langoliers. They look like they're shitty CGI meatballs with chainsaw teeth. That's the only way to describe them.
Cheesy as fuck. And then when because they're all like, the Langoliers are coming. The Langoliers, like, not the Langoliers. And then when you finally see them, you're like, oh, fuck you. Exactly. It looked awful.
It was bad even
It was so bad.
It was bad even for, like, TV miniseries.
Oh, jeez. And so finally they get back up on the plane. And then the captain has to be awake, so he dies or some shit. Yeah. And then the rest of them show up back in Normalville. And in the time between, a bunch of people kill each other. There's a little girl who's blind, so her hearing's enhanced. And she's like, the Langoliers are coming. And they're like, bitch, shut the fuck up. And then later they're like, oh, she's got a point somehow. That's all I remember. And then Bronson Pinchot, a.k.a. Balky from Perfect Strangers, loses his shit completely, which was the fun part of the movie.
He was the only reason to watch it. He's horrible in this film. He's god awful.
No, nothing in this film was good.
But watching him is like watching a train wreck.
Yeah.
It's bad to watch, but you can't stop.
and he has this thing where he has to tear
Yeah,
paper.
whenever he's going nuts, what
like,
calms him, he takes a piece of paper and he just goes.
and he's like, ah, paper's being torn, and you're just like, what? So,
And then his death scene when the Langoliers like bite off his legs and he's doing this horrible screaming and dying, and it was more painful for me to watch him die than if his character was dying. Oh,
this movie was awful. I don't even know what else the fuck to say about it. David Morse was fine in it.
He's always good.
Fine, of course. They played them, the usual characters.
Stephen King's cameo was really weird because it was, what was it? When Bronson Pinchot, I don't know, it's before he's obviously being chased by the meatballs. And he doesn't find any paper to tear, so he's hallucinating, and he thinks he's back at the office, and his boss is like talking to him, and Stephen King with like the pencil thin mustache is like berating him, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah. And then, but the weirdest part about it for me was like the little girl. I thought it was just so. She played the role like the lady from She Hit. What's the one with the little lady and she's like, this house is now clean.
Oh, Poltergeist.
Poltergeist. That's her.
You haven't put up our Poltergeist review yet.
It's probably something.
It's in there somewhere.
Yeah. So, but she's like that. Only as this little girl, and she just came off as a twat, not as someone who's informative.
You know what the main problem with this film is, other than the shitty acting, the shitty special effects. I said it in our I was going to say Lion King, in our Scorpion King review. I said Leprechaun 4 was better than the Scorpion King because on my channel, hey Internet Eric here, plug.
Both our viewers,
for both of our viewers who already subscribed to both of them, I have a video about Leprechaun 4 saying, is it worth the hate? I hadn't seen Leprechaun 4 in probably 25 years. I say it's not worth the hate, even though it's super shitty and retarded, because I'm never bored. There's all this stuff happening. Leprechaun 4 in space is better than the Langoliers because Langoliers.
Oh my God. Me on the toilet taking a shit was more entertaining.
Because that's the main problem with the Langoliers. No matter how shitty the acting is, no matter how goofy the special effects are, it's goddamn boring. That's the problem. Why would you? If movies are boring, it happens. But this was 3 hours of boredom.
Of shit you didn't need. And then a lot of Morse, Stockwell, they're fine. But a lot of these other people, it's like, how did you get work?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so was the director just awful? And
no, because
what kind of blowjobs took place that these guys got this role? It was just awful.
And like I said, the sad thing is you saw how pissed I was before filming when I found out who the director was, because Fright Night is fantastic. I love Child's Play. Tom Holland went to go on and direct another Stephen King movie, Thinner, which is great. Fuck you, Tom Holland. Suck my nuts.
Which nut?
The left one with the extra hair on it. This was so goddamn boring. Now imagine if you watched this on TV when it first premiered.
Oh, I can.
Me and Mrs. Cracker.
I did.
You're stupid. That's why. Me and Mrs. Cracker watched this on DVD. So we got the 3-hour length. You, dumbass, watched it when it first premiered, when it was 4 hours long.
Oh, Jesus.
With all those commercials. No, it was like a 2-night special. So you had 2 hours one night, 2 hours the next night.
Did we watch both nights? Wow.
With all the commercials. So you actually watched 4 hours of it. Dumb fuck. God, this movie sucks.
I lived in a trailer park in Cortland. What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to do?
You mentioned Joker. Joker has already been a guest on this channel, and he's a frequent watcher. You mentioned Joker would know exactly what,
Yeah.
Does Joker like this movie, or does he hate it too?
I don't know. Joker, should we call him?
I don't give a shit. I want to talk to him because he might say he likes it, and I might get mad and trash your fucking phone.
Don't trash my phone. It's the only one I have.
I hate this fucking movie. I was so mad. And I'm glad I didn't have to rewatch this to talk about it. I'm just pissed that you made me remember this film. You're texting him, aren't you?
No, I'm calling his ass.
Oh, Jesus.
What the fuck else are we going to do? What was the other thing we were gonna do?
With what?
Then we'll go to speaker. Help me out here.
Click the speaker button.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I was hitting the wrong button.
You're a fucking idiot.
Hey, Joker. You can't hear you. Why wasn't
Put it by the speaker, stupid.
Real quick, the movie Langoliers. What were your thoughts on that? Yeah, hold on 1 second. Can you say stuff now?
There you
Okay,
go.
you're on speaker. All right.
You're so stupid.
We're doing the show. What were your thoughts on the movie Langoliers?
You fucking asshole.
we were talking about it. I said you know what I was talking about before you would be able to look it up. It was awful. No,
That was the one with the fucking flying meatballs and Bronson Pinchot and
he doesn't know.
Stephen King. Joker, you said Joker was the reason we're reviewing this.
No, I said yeah, all right, buddy. I'll call you back. We got to review the movie Langoliers. All right,
I'm done.
later, buddy. Bye.
You fucking asshole.
That's a fail. I'm never calling him again. So the point is, the movie was really awful. It was fucking awful.
I think we've said enough.
We've said enough. David Morse gives an okay performance, best as you could plausibly give. Dean Stockwell, Balky was. I thought he was. It was more. It was more. If you're studying, if you're studying psychology and you're like, that dude's really fucked up. Other than that, shitty movie. Don't watch it unless you want a reason to hate something more than yourself. Really.
Don't watch it, even if you hate yourself.
Okay. So thank you for watching here at the Whitey White Guy Show. I'm Whitey. This is Cracker. Like, subscribe, share, all that shit. Check me out on Patreon. Please help out the poor Irishman who's down on hard times. So yeah, good journey.
Good journey. Fuck, this movie sucks.
Yeah, it was bad. Which ball was it?
The left one.